Selection Part 2. Interviews. In the vast majority of cases, an interview is used in the selection process. Interviews allow an employer to establish a judgment of a potential employee, but also allows the interviewee an opportunity to make an informed decision regarding the suitability of the job and organisation for themselves. Through interview, managers will attempt to select an appropriate person who they feel will comply with and potentially enhance the organisation's strategic goals at a departmental level and or institutional level. An interview can be an important mechanism in judging a candidate's personality and character, both of which are seen as key contributors to an employee's performance. The structure of an interview normally consists of 4 stages: explanation of the interview process, the interviewer posing questions to the interviewee asking questions and providing any additional information not obtained by the interviewer, and closing of the interview with details of what happens next. To ensure maximum efficiency and collation of information to allow an informed decision to be made regarding the suitability of a candidate, a structure and effective interview plan is required. Mullins in 2002 offers a 7-point plan checklist governing questions ranging from educational attainment to domestic and social circumstances as a framework to utilise. Cole, also in 2002, details a similar set of guidelines to help ensure a systematic approach to the process, thus preventing or reducing the arbitrariness between interview situation. Utilising a systematic approach to interviews is extremely advantageous, as Robinson and Smith in 2011 suggest that a structured interview enhances the validity of the process from 0.35 to 0.51. An interview process should utilise as many staff from different elements of the organisation as is appropriate to. This enables a balanced assessment of the candidate's skill set and suitability for the role. It should also be used as part of a series of mechanisms to differentiate between candidates due to the subjective nature of intuition used during an interview. This subjective nature of an interview allows intuition to be used as an indicator for performance, personality and person-environment fit. Miles and Sadler-Smith in 2014 suggest that using interviews alongside competency-based tasks allowed interviewers to assess hard and soft skills, thus allowing a recruiter to observe firsthand an impending employee's potential future performance. As previously stated, this combination of selection methods allows a high level of validity to be applied. Limitations of interviews. However, interviews have their limitations. Interviewers have a tendency to make up their minds within the first few minutes of the interview, and the remainder of the time is spent confirming these first impressions. This is referred to as confirmatory information-seeking bias. Other perceptual problems include interviews rely on the skills of the interviewer and their ability to analyse a person and deduce whether they could be an effective employee. Interviewing effectively is a skill, and unless practiced regularly, can be difficult to perform well. The decision. Once selection methods have been completed, evidence needs to be gathered to make a decision on which applicants have been successful or not. There are 2 main mechanisms to come to selection decisions: actuarial and interpretive. The actuarial approach is a more objective approach, with a accumulation of scores from each stage and the position offered to the highest scoring individual. The interpretive approach is similar, however, the scores and other corresponding evidence is analysed and critiqued to come to a holistic judgment on the candidates.